Delish strawberry kish. Oh no, my camera's off. What is going on here? Let's get it fixed. There we go. How do you do? How do you like the new look? I don't think every video I do is going to be like this. I'm in a corner, obviously. There's a door right here, obviously. There's a little door that goes across space of our new home. I'm in a new home now. You have friends, and then you have friends who help you move. I'm very thankful I have the friends that help me move. Anyway, I'm tired. I've done a lot of do-it-yourself stuff. I've done more stuff today than I thought I could ever do, meaning I am not Mr. Fix-It. I am not Mr. Handyman. I'm not. I survived the move, Brian. I did. Hello. Brian knows. Brian knows. He had many a tired conversation of me calling, going, oh, what does he want now? Nothing. He just wants to gripe. So Brian got to hear me gripe. Actually, the day's been pretty light. The missus has been shopping all day. I cleaned. I took out a bunch of trash. I had to move some heavy stuff today. Got the roof, cleaned up the roof, gutters. Did a lot of little fix-it cabinets, stuff like that. I despise it, but I did it all and more. Put up DVDs. There's not much I can put up because the missus wants to know where everything goes. Me, half of it, not even kidding, would go in the trash. If it was me, it'd go in the trash. A few of the things I would like to do, but I wouldn't call it a waste of day, but I feel like I could have done more if I had, knew where stuff went. But hello. Yes, happy Thanksgiving Day. Yeah. So anyway, I'm really happy that stores closed for Thanksgiving. You guys know, look, most wonderful time of the year, Thanksgiving. Yeah, this is my Thanksgiving t-shirt. Wore it yesterday. Thought I'd wear it for the stream. It still is my favorite holiday. I love it. I had the best time. Didn't work at all. Didn't, that's a lie. Threw some stuff away. Did work a little bit, but had fun. Played some games, which I didn't think I'd have time for. Wanted to play more, couldn't. My family got back into Nerds, which I am so happy. And so that's what we did. We played Nerds, a card game, and I love it. It was livid. We played it. I'm so good at it. I gave everyone a free round where I scored 0 and they got scores. And I won by 4 points. I still won. I'm so good at that game. But boy, did I have fun. So it beats playing the other 4 games, which I'm hoping to play tonight, but my buddy never texts me back. So, yeah, I think I can show the bookshelves. Oddly enough, I had to put them in a hallway, but I forgot. There's a door to the attic next to across the hallway. If I open the door, I can just set the camera there and record. And y'all can still see the bookshelf in the back. So, yeah. Speaking of good friends, there's Tony, another good friend. Could have used you. I busted my finger up. You can't see it now. It was bleeding earlier. Healed itself because I got Wolverine powers. Dadgum heavy glass plate, glass table, the glass portion, dropped and smacked right on the edge of a car door or something rough and cut me, and I was bleeding as we were carrying it. Oh, it hurt so bad. But I washed it off and held a rag over or whatever, and it just stopped. But I thought it would bruise worse than that. It bled though. It's like cut myself. So that was terrible. Had to move a swing set, which isn't heavy. It's just crappy because it doesn't move well. And it rained the night before, so it had water leaking out of the seats and stuff. But I moved, Tony, moved to a new house. In fact, I don't know if I told you that. I don't think I did. Crisp apple if they have it, or lemon drop if they don't. Period. Or Star Blast. Sorry. I told my wife after that she owed me another bang, like I'm drinking one now. But yeah, Tony, I got a new house. And I'm gonna show off the house. I'm sending you a picture now. I'm gonna show off the house. This is it, minus the leaves on the roof. I'm going to show off the house probably on Yub Nub's Yub Nub's Christmas special. I thought when we got dolled up for Christmas, I'd do a house tour. I think that'd be fun. Plus, I'm out of things to do for Christmas here in Monroe, even though a few people have given me suggestions, which I think is hilarious. It's like I make Monroe look like this magical Christmas wonderland, and there is some fun stuff if you know where to go. And I'll be honest, the stuff I've shown has been nice. And I put some nice Christmas music too. But it's not real. Well, I can't say it's not a Christmas town. They do a lot of fun things. You just need to go where to look. There's one place I hear is beautiful, but I'm always busy when they're open, and they don't stay open late. It's a garden, and they decorate the whole backyard and all these beautiful lights. But if they're closed at at 4 or 5, how do you get in to see the lights? Obviously, someone gets in. So I want to ask I haven't been in there in years. Shoot, over a decade, 15 years, maybe longer. It was right after college. I had a buddy of mine who loved to study there. He loved to just hang out in the gardens because it was really pretty. And he got me to go with him once. I was like, this is really nice. And it's owned by the people they were the first people to bottle Coca-Cola in the South. And so they got money. And so if you want an old school glass bottle of Coca-Cola, it was a small bottle, 5 cents. They were just selling it for cost. And then you had to give back the bottle, of course. I was like, that's pretty cool. So you got a little Coca-Cola and you got to hang out in the beautiful gardens. Yeah, I should. I'll tell you this. They're out of order a little bit because my little girls dropped them. And not their fault. They just brush up against and drop the whole stack. So there's a few magazines that are out of order. I have no idea where they go. I will later on. I'll figure all that out later on. But I shoved it on there. But I had it wrong. I had it wrong on the shelf. So I think I got it right. But as I'm going through my reread, I'll go through it again. Who is it? What baseball player is that? When do you recommend I read the Dark Lord trilogy or the Old Republic books next? I can't decide. Dark Lord trilogy is really good. Old Republic books are mostly good. 2 Drew Karpyshyn books are the best. What was the other one? Annihilation I didn't like. Deceived is pretty good too. My wife would have loved that. Loved that. Yeah, she's still mad that we didn't go to Phoenix because we were supposed to go. Oh, it didn't send. Hold on, Tony. The new house didn't send to you. Anyway, but what was it? What was I saying? No, that was when the big ice storm hit here and all the roads were shut. I mean, all the gas was gone. We couldn't get supplies. It was a slow crawl. It took me 4 hours to get to Shreveport, which is usually an hour and a half drive. And we were running low on gas. Gas was empty on every gas station. I was like, we're not going to make it. We tried to. If we could have made it to Dallas, I hear it got better on the other side of Dallas, but it was just too bad. We were losing too much time, and then the engine light was coming on. We had some issues with her car. Everything was against us. My wife was super bummed. She wanted to go to Phoenix so bad, and it's not going to happen now, not for a while at least. But we got a lot to unbox here at the house. My wife and I are going to do some stuff tomorrow, and hopefully hit it really hard. Tomorrow. She wants even to put Christmas stuff up. I don't want to do that, but I guess we have a bunch of stuff in the garage that is going to be last, rightfully so. We need to get all the boxes out from inside. Once that's done, hope by tomorrow, definitely. I'm hoping she'll let me get some of the garage. The garage will move quick if we work on it together, but that's the thing. So, let me see. Well, what else was I going to say? Oh, I am glad that all the stores closed for Thanksgiving. People start respecting Thanksgiving. Black Friday, is it just me? But Black Friday doesn't seem to be a big deal this year. I didn't hear about massive. I haven't bought a Black Friday deal in like 2 or 3 years. Nothing impresses me now. No Black Friday deals are good anymore. I think retailers just go, oh, it's Black Friday, they'll buy it anyway. Just put the same sale we put on before. I really don't see anything spectacular. But I am glad that Thanksgiving Day is getting its love. I love Thanksgiving. Still love it. Still my favorite holiday. Loved it to death. I mean, I'm happy it's Christmas season. I'm ready to hear Christmas in the Stars tomorrow when I'm setting up Christmas stuff. That's what we're going to do. Hey, you and Tony are always invited. Always invited. Yeah, the old days, standing in line, starting at midnight and going all the way through, right? Those are fun days. Yeah, man, I'd love to have. We have an extra bedroom right now until those new twins get old enough. We have an extra bedroom. It has a bunch of boxes in it, but I'm gonna try to get as much of that junk out. We have plenty of room here. Hey, Tevya, how's it going? But yeah, we have plenty of room. So just doing some unboxing. My game room. I'm in it right now. We're gonna make it a game room / toy room. My wife wants the kids to play in here, which I guess I'm okay with. But because I've only filled up half of this big room, and so the other half will be her. I hope to get some game nights in starting again next week, but if I had some people off today, I probably could have done some gaming today. I invited a buddy of mine over because he's in for the weekend, but I haven't heard back from him. And tomorrow, I don't know if I can meet him. But either way, though, getting everything done. It's been busy. It's been crazy. It's been a lot of fun. Oh, yeah. That's all John Ostrander, and that's fantastic stuff. That's fantastic stuff. I cannot wait to start reading that. I don't know what I'm on right now, but yeah. So I just recorded another. You'll see the very first reread. There's a lot of rereads in the bank because I didn't know how busy I would be over the holiday season. And when the babies come, I'm going to be disappearing from YouTube. I mean, I have tons of pre-recorded videos. I mean, I have, oh man, months worth of rereads. I still thought I didn't have the time, but I thought about posting a few on Thanksgiving Day, just a couple more. Maybe I'll do some around Christmas or something. I've got a ton saved up, but I like the fact that I'm ahead. That way I'm not having to rush. Reading is easy for me. I can read a book a day. I found out when I had 3 days of not being able to do, kick my power cord off. When I had 3 days of waiting for the closing to happen, I read a novel a day and a novel and a half, actually. I started on the next one. So, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Housing market's fun. I know there is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath coming available soon. It's crazy like every market, but it's not as expensive as the big cities. But I'll be honest, anything within the price range my house is about to go in goes quick, goes within 1 or 2 days, which is around the $200,000 range. So anything above 350 or above will stay on the market for a little while, but not too much longer. And then anything, I would say 5 or above, can stay there for a while, but you will have a buyer eventually. Just because the market doesn't, how many people can make that much? I can't make that much money. I'd be in the middle range there. But yeah, we got a good deal on the house. The house is in good shape, and like I said, I'm really happy with it. It's got lots of room, which is what I like. I talked to Brian a lot about it. Yeah. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was me whining and complaining that the closing wasn't happening, and then reading another 300 pages. I watch no TV. So I am very much ahead on the reread, needless to say. Where are you moving to? Oh, yeah. You have to act fast on the home, everything. Ooh, yeah, minus 100 or minus 70 or something. I don't. It depends on where it's going, but yeah, that's way higher than where it is here. Remember, we're a smaller town, but seriously, there was one house that went the shortest that went up for 7 minutes. Went up in 7 minutes. Someone just looked at the pictures the moment it went up and made the offer, bought it at full price. 7 minutes. I know the girl. She said they were tired of seeing houses come up, scheduling appointment, and then having to cancel it because someone else. The last house we looked at, my wife wasn't for it, and I was fine with that. But we looked at it, and an hour later, the realtor said, "Hey, if you do you need to make an offer because they have an offer, but they want to see if you have a counter offer." I was like, "Wait, what? Someone already made an offer?" The people who looked at it, we were the first people to look at it, and we had to be out in half an hour because the next group was coming in. The next group looked at it, I guess, thought about it for 30 minutes and bought it. Now I'm hoping mine sells really quick. Like I already had one person try to get it before it went up for sale, but then she couldn't convince her husband to make the purchase. So, and I hear there's someone else that wants to talk to me about it, but he hasn't. And if he's not going to talk to me, then I'm not going to offer it. But yeah, going crazy. Oh, this house is very small for no, this is an attic door. This goes to a little crawl space. Even though it has a doorknob and everything, it's weird that they made a tiny little door, but it goes to the crawl space. It's so weird. I'm in a corner. I'm in a small little corner. This is where we're going to do our podcast, some of my videos. I can show you the bookcase can be behind me in certain videos because even though it's in a hallway, there's a doorway in the hallway that opens up to the attic, and I'll just put the camera in the attic, the flooring, the half finished attic, and it'll show the bookcase in the background. I tried that today. Oh, okay. Every place is nice there, but where small time lives, the housing market has boomed and has been booming for the past couple of years. And if you, yeah, I think you grew up there. If you correct me if I'm wrong, but places like Daphne and Fairhope, they're nothing what I remember 30 years ago. They've totally changed. And housing there is like off the, like we're going to eventually sell my grandmother's house in Daphne, and it's going to go for lots of money. Because I saw the house across from the street sale. And I'll be honest, the house across the street's a lot better. But that house across the street almost sold for $600,000. No. And I mean, here it would have been maybe a $400,000 house, maybe. I mean, the market is so crazy where you're at right now. I can't imagine because before the housing boom, that area, the Bay Area, has been. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it has been growing. Like, when did Fairhope become the place of the ultra rich? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, sorry. Well, yes and no. Yes and no. I mean, it is a seller's market, that is true, but building a home costs way too much now. Until the supply chain loosens up, it's going to cost way too much. So the best deal is getting a house. Now, I'll be honest with you, on the flip side of that, now you're right on that. You're right on that. It's like, oh man, it's not a buyer's market. It is not. You cannot make deals. It's very hard unless a house like this was selling outside of the range that usually sells quickly, which is why it stayed on the market for so long. So we met halfway, and I got it for a good deal, really good deal. And they worked out a lot of things with me. It was a special situation. But if they would have lowered the house to the price I got it for, they probably would have sold it immediately. I mean, it was just right outside of most people's range, including mine. And if I got it to come a little bit closer down to my range, not exactly what I wanted, but close enough, I felt like I had to make a fair deal. And I felt, well, both parties felt fair about it. And so, but at the same time, what are you going to build? Add on? It costs too much. I understand what you're saying. It is a seller's market, but you know, if you're gonna get one, then yeah. Oh, I know, it's insane. It's insane, right? No, you know what? Here's the deal. I offered Dylan that room. Dylan can stay with me. I offered, you don't even know. Dylan may be on here. I offered to get Dylan an interview. Doing what he's doing. I know someone who just recently retired from what he does who is good. I mean, it's still in good with all the people at this big company. Dylan could be making lots of money. He could be having a best friend. But Dylan's a punk. You can tell Dylan I said that. Yes. And someday, I don't know, I need to get Steven in here. We're going to talk about it. Steven, who came on Princeton Universe last year, and we reread the Wheel of Time series. We watched it at his house, first 3 episodes. I think the 4th one's out now too. I can't remember. But we're going to talk about it. I don't know if we're going to go wait till the whole season ends, but we're going to talk about it. Yeah, hey man. Yeah, well, I just moved and I have some time to spare, and I thought I'd just do a stream to say hello. Yeah, Matt said it does. This is a room out. It's not the attic, but this is a room. Uh-oh. Hold on just a second. Hey. I'm on a live stream. You want to say hello? Oh, for when? No, you can go ahead and go, Bubba. I got to pick up the girls in bed, so you go ahead and go. Okay, have fun, Bubba. All right, bye. She is a shopping maniac today. I'm even thankful for Steve. Yeah. Yes, true. Oh man, doesn't it? The 4th book? Yeah, I think that is the best one. I think we said that one. Steve, I would love for you. I want to hear your thoughts. I know you're a big Wheel of Time fan. Oh man. But I promised Steven I'd talk about it with him. But I think you and I are on the same page on this. Because here's the deal. You knew they were going to make changes, right? But my question is why? Now, for someone who has not read the books, I think you'd enjoy the show. For someone who's read the books and forgot a lot about them, I think you're going to enjoy the show. But for someone who's read the books, I'm okay with them skipping over things, right? Even though it's a TV show. I don't know. But it's just like, why? Like some of their changes don't make sense to me. But I feel like Stig and I are on the same page on that. I ate the wrong mushroom is what happened. I grew. I do have a green screen. I have a green screen. I got a ring light, which I opened and put back in the bag. I don't think I'll need it. I may get it, but I have a green screen too. I got all this stuff. And oh, that's a lie. I did use the green screen for something, but that was work related, which is what the green screen and ring light were ordered for. Even though the lady who ordered it for me said, you can also use it for your YouTube channel. She knew I had a YouTube channel. Someone told me the other day they were trying to find a how to play video, and they pulled up mine, and they knew me, and here, I'll play my buddy Matt, and they go, oh, you know this guy? Oh, I watch his videos. I went, oh, my board game videos? One of 57 people who watch them. Oh, 4th episode. I haven't seen it yet. I'm very behind in everything. I'm in my new house, Steve. And there's a room for you too, Steve, if you ever want to stay. A lot of people love it, and I'm going to let Steven talk about it. And there are a lot of good things. I like how the weaving was done. Of course, the Trollocs look amazing. That's Trollocs done well. Visually, it looks nice. It's kind of like I'm talking about Lord of the Rings, the movies now. That is a shame. You can tell because they're rushing it. And it's a TV show. Why would you rush it? Oh, first season only going to cover the first book. Okay. Bruce talked about that when we watched it. I talked to Fred, who wrote the who did the music, who does the music for me, and he's glad people love that one. He said he wants to get together and do something else. I want to have Fred over. He's been busy, but when he can, he'll make the time for me, and he's such a good guy. And we talked about doing something. Someone wanted an intro for reread, and I guess I can. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's gonna be a while. Yeah, new place here, new place. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that on More Civilized Age, not next week, but 2 weeks from now. Interesting, isn't it? About 1 million people told me that on my. And if I didn't respond to your comment the past couple of days, I'm not going to. Not to be rude. I know people were commenting, asking questions. I responded to a few, but I was moving, still unpacking. I just don't have that much time to respond. Please don't be upset if I don't respond to those comments. I appreciate them. I just don't have the time. Like there's so many shows I'm behind on and stuff I'm behind on because I haven't had any other time but to think about getting this house unboxed and cleaning the old house and getting it on the market as fast as I can. Or else, I'm going to have to go work for Tony, which would not be bad. I would love that. In fact, I would love that. I don't think Tony would like that because I've realized that my expertise needs to be more broader. Stig, we're gonna have to talk about this because there's a lot that I think we'd agree on. Oh, isn't it great? Isn't it great? It's so good. It's so good. John Jackson Miller did great. Oh, you need that audio file? I don't know if I have that. That may be on my old computer, which I threw away this weekend because it was taking forever to jump up. I was like, this thing is broke. This thing is done. Why'd I keep it? I'm sure Fred has it. So I'll see. You know what? Well, I mean, there may be an audiobook that says that, but I thought it was Shadow, or Sadao. What I've never listened to it, so I thought it was just the Star Wars way to say shadow. I know it's a SSS, but I never listened to the audiobooks, so I don't know. Oh, yeah, man. I would appreciate that. Luke, yeah, sure, man. Thank you. If you can, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah. I would appreciate that. My brother loved it. He is all in for Dune. He actually bought the Dune books today. As a Black Friday sale on them or something, he bought them all. Or at least the first 3, I think. That's what the movies are going to be based off of. He said he is all in for Dune. My nephew said it's the best movie he's ever seen in his life, which is kind of weird. And everyone I've talked to loves it. Loves it. Yeah. Yeah. I talked to Kyle just recently and told him about it. So I wasn't keeping it a secret. I think I said that on the channel before, but yeah, I moved just recently. Hey, true story. So I had a dream that I was visiting you and we went to a client that you were trying to get. This is a couple of months ago. I told my wife about it. And I said, we were sitting there and for some reason you let me come with you, which was a dumb idea. And so he was not he was still going to hear out other people to work with. And I said, hey, look, and I just paused and I just talked to him, and it was a big job. It was for the state or something. A big job. And you went, man, I'm gonna give you a job working. I was like, no, man, no, I'm happy to help out, man. I'm glad I just got you the thing. He's like, no, man, that's great. We can do this. We can work together. And I was calling Megan. I said, Megan, I don't know. She's like, yes, take it. We got to move to Phoenix. And I was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I want to move out here. I mean, I love it, but I don't know. But I mean, it was just a one time. And I was afraid because I looked really good in getting that deal for you. And I was like, I couldn't do that again if I tried. I think I'm going to disappoint him. But I remember that. And I told Megan's like, maybe it's a sign. You should call him up. I said, no, it's not a sign. I'm just telling you, it's kind of crazy. Because, in a dream, you don't realize, nothing is really making sense. Nothing's really making sense. And so, but you just go along with it. Like we were meeting out for lunch. So, hey, come talk to me come with me to this client interview. I was like, okay, sure. But I forgot to tell you about that. It's Sadao. Okay, I mean, it's fine. Like I said, I just thought it was the Star Wars version of Shadow. They didn't want to say Shadow, but they just dropped the H. Again, I never listened to the audios. Like, who did Talon Card, I used to call Talon Cardy? Karad? I can't remember. I pronounced his name differently until everyone started calling him something else. I mean, it's good. That's the one thing good about the audio books, right? The audio files, because you get to hear how they're pronounced. I just pronounce it my way. Well, I won't, because I'm so used to doing it my way. One surprised me though, and I can't remember which one it was. But I always thought it was pronounced one way, and then I realized I was putting a letter in there that didn't exist. And I can't remember who it was for either. I'll remember it later on, but I remember I kept saying, I can't remember. I mean, Callista, probably. Because I still called her Callistia. I think that was it. Maybe I thought she had an I in it, but she didn't. Why would you do that after moving? That's a terrible way to celebrate. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I moved most of this stuff myself. And the big furniture, I had some big help and some good friends to help me out. Now it's just unboxing, but I've unboxed just about everything I can by myself. The missus wants to unbox things and tell me where everything goes. And it won't take long. Hopefully tomorrow, like I said, sun up to sundown, we're going to do the whole house. She wants to put out Christmas, but I would love to get as much of the garage done as I can and not have to worry about it ever again. Oh, I would die. I would die. I would say reread them, because I would argue that Frank Herbert's books aren't that good. I mean, there's some good stuff in them. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But if you've read it all, Heretics of Dune and Chapter House Dune, he kind of loses. I mean, even God Emperor of Doom is fun. It's a little weird. But then after his wife died, it got all weird. Kevin Jansen and Brian Herbert stuff has some really good stuff in it. I just recently reread it. But I think they're really good for the most part. I think Winds of Dune, I think I said it was kind of a slog, which is why they kind of canceled that whole series. It was a 3-part series. They only went 2 books and dropped it because they knew no one was interested in it. And I think I don't know what happened. That trilogy lost its steam. It was an unofficial trilogy. 3 stories that happened in the middle of Dune, the series, the original series. So it doesn't end on a cliffhanger, even though it kind of does. Now that I think about it, kind of. I mean, there's more they could have told about the story, but they didn't. And then there's something, I don't want to spoil it, but something when they concluded, they wrote the end of Frank Herbert's Dune. in the last book, they brought back a character from their series and shoehorned him into Frank Herbert's series as one of the ultimate villains, and I hated that. I felt like they were trying to put their own stamp on Frank Herbert stuff. A lot of people liked it. Well, Dune fans are very, it's Frank Herbert or nothing, like George Lucas or nothing. Ink and deals. That's what I did, man. I did. Well, remember I did Prince of the Universe podcast 2-parter with Dwayne about this. Don't make him look, I like Jason Momoa. Don't make him look like Aquaman. He looks just like Aquaman. Put a wig on him. Dye his hair. At least they shaved halfway through it. But I was like, good gosh, he looks just like Aquaman. I mean, he didn't even change his look at all. It's like Johnny Depp still wearing dreads and heavy makeup. I don't know. It's just really dumb. Really dumb. There's some dumb decisions in Dune. I like Dune fine. I'm glad it's continuing. One of my biggest worries, I said this on the podcast, was I looked at it and I went, oh no. Because I said they're never gonna what did I say? They're never gonna what was my words when I said that? I said they're never going to, oh gosh. I said they're never gonna make this because I thought it was too inclusive and not like only Dune fans would get it, but I was wrong. I said, man, this is a world that's gonna be heavy to swallow for people. And I was afraid it just wouldn't continue, but it is, so I'm happy. Oh, that's just Star Wars. Yeah, Frida Nad. Is it Tycho? That's how I've always pronounced it. Oh, I call that Sabaoth. Is it Sabaoth? I think that may be one. That may be one. Dude, I miss this dude. I had the ultimate best time hanging out with Tony. We went to a awesome. I had a great time the whole time at a Mexican restaurant. He has a cool little bar table with beer caps on it and everything. Did a podcast with him. That whole trip down there is so memorable. It's something I won't forget. Just because I had so much fun. I had so much fun with Tony and his wife. I really did. I'm afraid when I read it, it's going to be the same way. Did you hear? Did you get the email? We're doing Babylon 5 again, season 5. And then we're going to do the movies, right? We've been on Tim's channel doing all the series. And so now it's season 5, which I'm excited to talk about. And then the movies, which I'm excited to talk about for a different reason. One plays, maybe one's good. 2 play like, well, 1 or 2 are good. There's 5 movies. 1 sucks. 1 is interesting, but not great. 1 is great, and 2 play like very long episodes, TV episodes. They're not bad. They just play like regular episodes, just 2-hour-long episodes. But I can't wait to talk about those 2. And I think we're going to talk about the spinoff, Crusade, after that. I would really like to talk about that, but I don't know how you look at it because it's not streaming. It costs $12 for the whole DVD set. I'm missing some of my DVDs too. I can't find where they went. Oh, F. I hope I didn't lose Crusade. But yes, I'm in a new house now. Essential Atlas is fun. It's a good read. I hate it. I hate it because it was just me. And I mean, my wife's pregnant. She can't help. And I hate asking other people because I wouldn't want to do it, but I would always help other people. But because no one has moved or no one has asked me to help them move in quite some time, I feel awkward asking other people. You know what I mean? I just feel bad. Now, I've got some great friends who helped out, and that was great. That was awesome. And someone helped me. Someone brought a trailer for me so I wouldn't have to rent a U-Haul. Really happy for that too. So I got a lot of help, and that was fun. I just wish today we could have done a lot more unboxing. I'm glad my wife went out shopping, though. She needs the break. She's been under a lot of stress. I just need to sell this house. If I sell my old house, that's step 2. Step 3 is refinance this house. It's a big mortgage. Oh, baloney. I really did. I really did. I wish I could do that again. Hey. How's it going in Australia? Man, Stargate is great. I just recently rewatched that a year or so ago. Still good. Still good. Babylon 5 is good, but the CGI is dated, so keep that in mind, but it's a good story. What cardboard are we talking about? You know what? All of my Kickstarters were delayed. There is a very short list of stuff I want to get for board games, but I just can't right now. So I don't know. I'm trying to readjust. We spent a lot of money. And I'm on a tight budget right now because I need to make sure that I got to make 2 house payments now for the next 2 months. And I've got the money. And then anything I save up until then. So, trying to sell that house first, get those funds situated, and then get back into buying some games is the plan, at least. I mean, obviously the original To God, Emperor of Dune, I enjoyed. Heretics of Dune, there's a really, really awful chapter. I mean, I know you guys kid about Troy Denning being perverted. It's the most perverted thing I've ever read. It feels like Penthouse Letters. I've never read Penthouse, but it feels just like that, but with an underage child. That's how bad it gets. And it's just awful. But it's not good. Heretics of Dune is not good, and Chapter House Dune is kind of ugh. And then the Kevin J. Anderson books I think are fantastic. I think Winds of Dune, I think that's the one, is kind of a snooze fest because nothing really happens. But other than that, everything else is pretty solid. I haven't read the new trilogy yet because it's only book 2 has been out. When book 3 comes out, I'll read it all together. I need to play that one. I missed out on BGG SpringCon, and I wanted to play it at BGG SpringCon. I mean, not SpringCon, BGG Con this past weekend, but I couldn't go. I had to move. And but I'm going to BGG SpringCon. That is on my list to play. Only 500 million people. I say that, but almost everyone in my gaming group wants me to get that game because they haven't played it, but they think it's right up our alley. I want to play it because I got fooled once with I hated Carson City. I hated it. Thought it was an awful game. Traded it away. I know it's not the same game, but I'm just saying. So I need to play it, and then I'll probably get it after that. There's a lot of games I want to play before I pay. Hey, Tim, just talking about you earlier, our upcoming Babylon 5 stream. Really excited about that. No, they haven't. Not yet, at least. No, just in that book. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut it here. I'm sorry, but I've got to go pick up my girls in a minute. Well, I thank you for giving me a little bit of your time here. It's been a lot of fun. Let me see what else. Next week I've already got stuff preloaded because I didn't know if I was going to get how much I'm going to be settled in. The new house does not have a pool. No, it does not. Sorry, but John, you're always welcome. You're always welcome to come over. That's one guy who can always stay with me too. I do because he trolls me so much. But anyway, after that, I think I will be doing more Civilized Age the next week after that, a monthly update. Yub Nub's Christmas special. We'll be showing off the house, Christmas house and everything. And we'll start getting things done, getting things back to normal. This will probably be the live stream shot here. I can do one with the library behind me like always. I just have to sit in the hallway, and I'm fine with that. But hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving, kicking off your Christmas season, which I know you probably are. And see if he texts me back. No, he didn't. Dadgummit. Okay. Looks like I'm just unboxing some more stuff tonight. Always fun. All right, guys. Have a pool room. No. But it should. Because it would everything nice in my collection would go straight to the pool room. I can't find that DVD either. I'm missing a box of DVDs. And the castle is hard. Yes, I don't think it's streaming. That's another one I'm missing. I'm missing a box of DVDs. I don't know where they went. I was putting them up today. But anyway, all right. All right, guys. Hey, see y'all later. Have a wonderful day. Happy belated Thanksgiving. And,